Test, 1, 2, 3. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with Tactical Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing Sunday. Happy New Year's. I'm excited to kick off 2023 with the Learn, Plan, Profit team. And of course, everyone here on YouTube. I really do appreciate your guys' time. Today we will be going live. I'm going to start sharing my screen so you can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. If you're absolutely new to the stock market, I do upload new videos every single day. Make sure that you subscribe, turn on your post notifications so YouTube can alert you when it is that I go live. I do trade live every day. I hosted a free live trading session. I do that once in a while, but I trade live every day exclusively with my Learn, Plan, Profit group. You do not have to, but if one of your goals, right, for 2023 is to get started, to stop guessing, and to actually start learning, I trade live every day, right? So it's not just that I show my profits, or it's not just that I show my losses. If you want to see a little bit more of what the thought process is that leads to an entry, that leads to an exit, that leads to a cutting losses, that leads to locking in profits, again, this is something that I do every single day. So if it's something that would be intriguing to you, I encourage you to take 2 minutes, click the second link in the description of this video, and we are running our biggest sale. It's $150 off. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access, and you get to watch me trade live every single day. So let's go ahead and jump right to it. I wanted to break down literally any stock that you guys wanted me to break down. If you guys want me to break down a stock, please just make sure that you share it in the live chat. This was our previous CPI data report, but I'm going to go to NASDAQ futures real quick, just checking where we're at right now. And I do want to remind you that the stock market is closed tomorrow. Can I see a show of hands? How many of you guys get a little bit bummed anytime the market's closed, right? I mean, normally, this is the really cool thing I think that I like about my job, right? Trading is normally people don't look forward to Mondays, right? Because they have to work. And I think it's the opposite for me with trading. Of course, life gets in the way sometimes. And yeah, sometimes, maybe I don't feel the most intrigued to trade. But I think I can speak for most of you watching. If you've started trading, I think that it really turns that spark once again to look forward to, Mondays and the week, and to, take on the challenge that the stock market offers. So if you are someone that is not motivated, if you are someone that does not look forward to Mondays, and you've been thinking about learning how to trade or learning how to invest, I can reassure you, at least from my experience, it has been very encouraging, where I always, I very often look forward to Mondays and look forward to waking up early, seeing what the market is doing, and I'm just excited to be challenged by the market. And I know a lot of you guys probably would say the same thing. So what's going on? The Hayes records, or what's up? Cheers, happy New Year's. Let's go ahead and jump right to it. So if you guys want me to break down a stock, all I literally ask you to do is to share it in the live chat. You do need to make sure that you are subscribed. Only the people that are subscribed to this YouTube channel can actually comment in the live chat. So just click that subscribe button and let's get right to it. Also, friendly reminder, today is the last day to enter our PS5 giveaway. If you want to enter, that's that fourth link down below if you want to learn more about it. All right, let's go ahead and might as well, right? We're on Tesla. Let's go ahead and break down Tesla. I do have a position in Tesla. Just because I have a position does not mean that you need to. Tesla has been aggressively selling off, and it is viewed considerably, a riskier position to take right now with everything that's going on with Elon, all that good stuff. I talked a little bit about this on Friday, but as of right now, I have a pretty light position for Tesla based off of previous all-time highs. If we ever get back up there, which again, I believe we can. I believe we could exceed that. 238%. One of the things that Elon Musk said is that he believes that Tesla one day will be the most valuable company that's publicly traded. The most valuable company that's publicly traded was Apple, and it hit $3 trillion at its peak. So at that point, if we're at nearly 400 billion, that would be nearly like almost 10x of what it's worth right now, right? So that's exciting, right? But as of right now, it is struggling. And this is why I have relatively a smaller position sizes right now. I have about $40,000 into Tesla. I'm up a little bit over $2,300 on my position. I'm in no rush, right? One of the things that I want to make sure we start off 2023 with is a very simple progress, right? I don't expect any of you guys to be perfect. I know I'm going to make a ton of mistakes this year. Your goal should never be to be perfect. That's a goal set to fail, right? If you have a goal for 2023, I feel like it should be to implement healthy habits or to implement progress, right? So what are some things that we can do better? Maybe not take such an aggressive position, right? So yeah, you might see value in Tesla because of how oversold it is, but because of how risky it is and how much it's been selling off, watch that position size. Do not dollar cost average on the way down, especially if direction is not in your favor, right? What I'm looking for is this thing to break above the EMA on the day chart. But as of right now, that's going to be looking like a resistance level. So if we go on this 1 hour time frame, we are above the EMA and we've been getting rejected by this moving average. So the first resistance is going to be right here, right around 125. After we break above that, it's going to be right around that 130, 135 area, which is where that moving average is. So although I have a big goal of this day chart and trading above that 160, 170 area, I also have to be realistic and understand that we are at a specific resistance range alone right now. So the first resistance, as you can see, a lot of consolidation here, and then the next resistance is going to be right around where that moving average is. So I'm very excited to follow up. I would love to, step on the gas and go in with, $200,000 into Tesla stock. But as of right now, remember, we're just trying to implement healthy habits. There's nothing wrong with taking a position at oversold levels as long as you can tolerate even at worst case scenario, right? And this is something that I know for a fact a lot of you guys have not been doing last year. Last year, look back. What mistakes were you making? Were you buying too early? Were you buying too much, right? That's normally where most of the mistakes start, where you invest too much or trade with too much money in the very beginning, and you put yourself in a very irrational and uncalculated position. And now the focus is to change that. It's not rocket science. It's the very simple things in life that people tend to overcomplicate. It's the same thing with trading. So let's go ahead and go and jump into the next one. So whatever stock you guys want me to break down, feel free to share it in the live chat. So the stock market is closed tomorrow on Monday. So it is unfortunate, but the stock market is closed tomorrow. What's going on, G-Man? Happy New Year's, man. Long time no see. Yeah, I know. Happy to have you here. Hopefully we get your thumbs up. Let's go ahead and break down. All right, so we got asked to break down TQQQ, but let's break down QQQ, right? Because that's the important one. QQQ is the actual ETF. You guys know that, right? So QQQ is the single leverage ETF, and TQQQ moves off of that, right? So and again, this is 100% my opinion. QQQ is very oversold. We're at that previous support range. If you're part of my LPP team, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's been this previous support range right around this like 260 area, right? But then there's been this resistance range. Do you see this? Resistance range right around that like 290 to almost 300 area. Do you see this, right? We haven't really been able to break above 300 in quite some time for QQQ. So we're in this consolidation phase. Do you see that? So we are oversold. If you're part of my Learn Plan Profit group, just like we explained in the course, oversold. The MACD is beginning to reverse. It's showing signs of a support. It's literally like a textbook setup of the 3 stages of a reversal, right? It's not as pretty as it does look like in the pictures, but again, this is where we're in the consolidation phase. Rejection, consolidation, and now we're waiting for confirmation for higher highs. We can go in a little bit closer on that 1 hour time frame. We do not have confirmation of that reversal just yet, right? We've consolidated here before. We're trying to break above that moving average. We are not there just yet. I have all my alerts set. I'm ready to step on the gas when we do begin to trade above QQQ. When we do begin to trade above that moving average. So I'm very, very excited to follow up. So, all right, let's go ahead. We already broke down Tesla, so let's break down another one. SARK. I don't know what that is. So, all right. SARK, it says investment manager. Let's look at this on the day chart. Okay, so it looks like relatively a newer Okay. New York stock. Huge gap down. I don't know if it did a reverse stock split or what recently, but it went from 67, gapped all the way down. No, it might have just lost that. So it's very oversold. I don't normally trade stocks that have this form of volatility. They're too risky for me. I mean, it's very easy to see this form of volatility. So if you trade with a smaller dollar amount, it's up to you if you want to open yourself to this kind of risk. It looks like it does pull back very aggressively, but it does rally sometimes, pretty strong. It does look a little bit more on the oversold side. RSI looks oversold. MACD looks oversold. But again, the cheap can always get cheaper. There is no confirmation of reversal. We're not forming those higher highs. And it looks like it has pretty low volume. Yeah, so it has low trading volume. So this is showing me all the red flags of why I should stay away. I'm okay with staying away from stocks like this. It looks like it just recently pulled on back and now it's back at the support range. If you really, really want to trade it, allow the opportunity to present itself. Set your alert for the break above when it actually begins to indicate signs of an uptrend. With this, kind of just like I tell my Learn Plan Profit team, every position comes at its own form of risk. Your job is just to manage and to tolerate it, right? So a way that you can manage your risk is by managing your position size. So don't open yourself to too much risk. And if it does begin to actually indicate signs of an uptrend, once your alert gets triggered, then at that point, right, be efficient and effective with that trade. Enter and exit within a short period of time. As you know that, again, because of its lower volume, because of its volatility, it comes at a greater form of risk. So, all right. Okay, so yeah, so when you're trading Qs intraday, what are your inputs? It's the same thing. So I have it set up just like I do in any of my other videos, right? So when I'm trading live with the LPP team, you could see my moving average and my EMA. So my moving average is set at 200 and my EMA, I move it from 45 to 40, somewhere around there. So good question though, but I do get asked that pretty often. All right. Let's see what's next. So I thought SQQ moved along with TQ. So SQQQ is the inverse of TQs. So when TQs goes up, SQs goes down. QQQ is the single leverage. TQs and SQs are triple leverage. So those are triple leverage ETFs, and they move according to the NASDAQ market. I have a whole video explaining ETFs. You can type in ETFs Ricky on YouTube and it should pop up. Oh, I like that. What's going on, Ray? I appreciate you taking time and actually posting in the ticker call out format. So happy to have you here, Ray. Hope you're having a good New Year's. And let's break down that Verizon. So we got ticker symbol VZ. Let's go ahead and break it down. Let's do this on the day chart. Verizon, very, very, very oversold based off of recent patterns. We could see that it's been aggressively selling off. It was showing a lot of signs of consolidation when it was trading at that $50 price level. Now it's very oversold. Hit lows of $34. Now we're trading at $39. Again, it's kind of a textbook setup of an overall reversal. We're still trading below the moving average, so anything trading below the moving average comes at a greater form of risk. Just please make sure that you understand that. I would set an alert. This one's actually pretty intriguing to me. I mean, I like how oversold it is. I like the recovery potential, but I also understand that we could get rejected here and then drop right back down. So I really need to see those higher highs. And if we do get those higher highs, again, you can always dollar cost average into it. You don't always have to step on the gas all aggressively. Let's understand that about one another. 2023 is not the make it or break it year. It's the year where you just implement healthy habits, right? Watch that position size. Don't be afraid to stay light, right? You don't have to be afraid to take advantage of a risky position. Just manage that position size, right? You could always buy a very small amount that even at worst case scenario, you'll be okay. All right. All right. All right, ticker symbol Google. What's going on? I like that. So we got Christian with ticker symbol Google. I appreciate you taking time and posting it in the ticker call out format, man. So let me go ahead and break that one down for you. So Google I view as a long-term play. I do not view it as a stock that's worth day trading. That's just my opinion. Google is one of the most valuable companies that's publicly traded. I mean, it's nearly at half. Did you guys know that? Nearly at half at what it was at its all-time highs. So if you look at Google at its peak, it was at 152. Right now, we're currently at this $87, almost $90 price point. I mean, if it doesn't, it offers very close to like 80 to 90% ROI. Think about it, right? Yes, the cheap can always get cheaper, right? It could continue to sell off. But in my opinion, think about it. Google is the largest search engine in the world, right? It owns YouTube. It is a machine and a monster of a company. It has huge upside potential for continuous growth. So being able to get it at a discount, it's not that you need to go crazy with it, right? Don't pour all your money into it, but don't be afraid to take advantage of a good deal, even though it could get cheaper, right? This is where you need to manage your position size and ask yourself, hey, I want to invest $10,000 into Google. Maybe I'll buy just $1,000 right now, right? I don't need it to go up, but if it does begin to go up, then I'll dollar cost average and I'll add more to it, right? I feel like that's the way that I would approach Google. Google's definitely one stock in my watch list and one that I would, definitely love to follow up with. If we look at where it's at right now, based off of previous all-time highs, it offers a 71% ROI. Imagine that. This isn't a meme stock. This isn't a pump and dump. It's literally one of the most valuable companies that's publicly traded. Manage your position size. And again, this is not the year to make it or break it. This is simply the year where you implement healthy habits. So I'm very excited to follow up with this one. So ticker IXIC, there hasn't been a breakdown above the 10.5. Okay, so I already broke down QQQ. IXIC is the NASDAQ index, so it's the same thing. I already broke down QQQ though. Just if you didn't tune on in and you don't know what I said, we're trading within this channel. We're at the support right now. Overall resistance is right around 300. But if you go on that 30-minute time frame, right? I'm sorry, 1 hour time frame. The first resistance is going to be right around here, right? 270. And then the next resistance is going to be right around that moving average. We're waiting for higher highs and higher lows above this moving average. And then I can more comfortably step on the gas. So I appreciate, again, you asking, and thank you again for posting in the ticker call out format. Let's go ahead and let's look at another play. All right, so we have Patrick asking me to break down Amazon. You guys know that I love Amazon. I mean, it's a stock that I'm definitely wanting to add more to. This one is, imagine this, right? Imagine being able to buy Amazon and it doubles in price. Did you guys know that it offers over 100% ROI? Amazon stock offers 124% ROI. Again, the cheap can always get cheaper. One thing that you do want to take into consideration is that, these quarterly earning reports that are going to be coming up, in the first quarter of the first earning reports of 2023, they're going to be reporting on Q4 of 2022, right? You can't expect them to be good. Yes, the stock can drop, but again, now is the time when you begin to invest long term. Formulate those plans. You don't have to buy as much as you can right now. The idea is just to have that plan of action, right? Don't forget, because you're so consumed of trying to trade so aggressively, that you forget of the opportunity that is presenting itself long term. You want to keep a good balance with that. So would I day trade Amazon? Definitely not. It's normally not something that I would see to be lucrative enough, to day trade. Would I invest in Amazon? Of course, right? Huge upside potential. It's one of the most valuable companies that's publicly traded. It's as close to a monopoly as possible, right? And if you look at Amazon and its current price point and the last time that it was at that price point, I mean, we're literally talking about 2018. So that means that in the past, what is this? This is it's pretty close to the beginning of 2018. So that means nearly in the past 5 years, the past 5 years of growth, 4 to 5 years, it's given it all back. So if in the past 4 to 5 years you've ever wanted to invest in the stock market, but you have felt that you were left out or you were just too scared, it's not rocket science, guys, right? You can click the 5th link in the description of this video, open and download that Webull, right, which is the application that I use. It's free. deposit $1, right? Whatever it is that you're comfortable investing, $100, $1,000, whatever it is, and you can buy one share. You don't have to complicate and be like, how many shares should I buy? Should I buy 100 shares? Maybe that's too scary. 50 shares? Just buy one. Get your feet wet. You don't need to overcomplicate your investments, right? You don't need to overcomplicate your trading. So please understand that. And I'm not here to say that this is the bottom of the market, right? I would just say that we're probably closer to the bottom than we are to the top. And for that, I think it's worth the while of beginning to formulate that plan of action for the long-term plays. So excited to follow up. And again, if you guys want to use the same trading application that I'm using, it's the 5th link in the description of this video. It is free. When you deposit $1, I get a free stock and you get 6 free stocks. You can have more than one trading application, so there should be no excuse, especially if you're part of my Learn Plan Profit group. Again, there's no reason why you shouldn't have Webull if you've been wanting to, change your application because the current brokerage you use maybe is old or outdated. Yoda Twinkie, I appreciate that. Thank you. Really do appreciate your time. So here we go. We got Millennium Styles asking for me to break down SOXL. Let's go ahead and break this bad boy down. So let's look at this on the day chart. Been aggressively selling off. I'd be very careful with this because it's been selling off since last year. Since the beginning of 2022, lower highs, lower lows. I would be very, very careful with this. I know that this has an inverse ETF. As of right now, we're trading below the moving average. The cheap can always get cheaper. I would just be very, very careful. Again, it has so much upside potential that this would be, for me, more considered a trade, right? Yeah, it might rally a little bit, but it has always gotten rejected, right? It rallies a little bit and then gets rejected. It makes these lower highs and lower lows. Understand that this thing's not indicating signs of an uptrend, right? Learn the importance of waiting for big plays. When this thing begins to actually trade above the moving average, then at least direction and, direction's a little bit more clear that, hey, this thing's actually beginning to do something and it's beginning to trade above the moving average prior to what it was actually doing, right? At that point, I would have a little bit more confidence, maybe, add a little bit more to it. As of right now, yes, we're oversold. I would just view this to be like an oversold reversal play. And I would sell us close to the, that resistance right around 14.50 a share. But if you wanted to wait for those longer plays and you wanted to actually be selective and conservative and wait for that confirmation, wait for the break above the moving average, dollar cost average up, then again, that would be waiting until it breaks above that $18, $19 price point. Yo, happy New Year, everyone. What's up? Happy New Year's. So, all right, so AFRM, AFRM is down, not 100%, but it's down a significant amount from what it was last year. And I remember there was so much hype behind this play. I didn't understand it. It sounded like a pump and dump to me. But it's not doing good. This is kind of like a home run play. I would not view this as an investment. It's something that, again, if your goal is to not do or not make the same mistakes that you were making last year, then don't do them, right? Do not put your money in something that is showing signs of continuous loss. It's not rocket science, right? Especially if you're someone that's just getting started. Let's try to implement healthy habits in 2023, right? Is the stock market open tomorrow? The stock market is not open tomorrow, so I appreciate you asking. All right, let's go ahead and break down 2 more. Again, if you guys want me to break down your stock, you do need to be subscribed, share in the live chat, drop a thumbs up, and share your ticker in the live chat. So Disney stock from previous highs of 203 and now it's trading at $84 a share. I'd be pretty careful with this. I mean, although it did have Disney Plus, it looks like it peaked last year, right? 2021 is the end of 2021 is when it peaked. Offers 134% ROI. I just don't see there to be a reason, right? We're still trading below the moving average. I don't see there to be a reason on why I would try to force an entry with something like this right now. I'll set my alerts for what it's worth, but with this thing trading below the moving average with an aggressive lower high and lower low, I just do not see there to be a reason on why I would put myself in that uncomfortable position, right? So I'll set my alert for the break above the EMA. I'll set my alert for the break above the moving average. Other than that, I really don't care for it. Again, it offers great potential, offers huge ROI, and because of that huge ROI, I don't need to rush into it. Remember that. with huge ROI, you do not need to rush into a play. So please, please, please make sure you remember that. All right, let's go ahead and break down 2 more. So, all right. Here we go. So let's break down. Let's do that. Yeah, I think Ford would be interesting to break down. We haven't really broken that one down in a while. Ford is down nearly 50% from previous highs of $25 a share. Now, yeah, it's down 53%. So if it's down 53%, that means that it offers over 100%, right? Because half down means double up, 117% ROI. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this sign of a support? So I can see why people would start buying now. It's established its support, and it's established that mid-year, right, in July. And it's been getting rejected by the moving average, so you can't expect to make a ton of money. But I can see why people would dollar cost average into this. Even I would consider maybe taking a very small position, 10% or less of what I intend to. And then when we break above the moving average and begin to make those higher highs, kind of like this, right? People sometimes ask, Ricky, what do you mean break above and make higher highs? Do you see how it was getting rejected this whole time? Lower highs, lower lows. Then we broke above EMA and began to make higher highs and higher lows above this EMA, right? I want the same thing to happen above this moving average. So great call out. I would love to follow up with Ford and potentially even enter for a short swing trade, and or if it gets confirmation, then I'll enter, for a longer play. But if it does begin to show signs of resistance here, just like it has before, I'll lock in profit. I do not care. Let me calculate what the margin is here. Has to be decent. Yeah, I mean, that's good to me. 16%. I'm not like some of you, some of the people that you guys follow on social media. Some people are like, oh, 16%, that's not much. I don't trade options. I don't make 150% in a trade, right? I trade with a decent dollar amount, trade with a couple $100,000. It's too risky for me to be trading things that offer 150% ROI. My focus is just to be consistent and to try to take calculated risk. But I just don't have that aggressiveness in the way that I trade. So I just want to be open with you, right? If that's the way that you want to trade, then I'm probably not going to be the best person to follow. But if you're someone that wants to get into being a little bit more consistent, understanding what you're doing, and a little bit more calculated like this, then again, I would love to try to be a value for you. So let's go ahead and break down Microsoft. What's going on, Victor? We got Big Vic in the house. Let's go ahead and break this one down. So Microsoft is another stock that, again, is I don't know if you guys knew this, but the market cap on Microsoft currently is actually bigger than what it is on Amazon and on Google combined. Pretty crazy, right? Microsoft is a lot bigger than a lot of other people think, and it offers 44% ROI. The same thing that I said for Google, the same thing that I said for Amazon, of not being afraid to take a position, still not going all in, but not being afraid. This is a long-term play. I don't see this to be a day trade. So it's definitely something that I would follow up with. But as of right now, obviously there's no indication of a recovery just yet. But again, this is a long-term play, so I don't mind dollar cost averaging into this. Yeah, I'm very excited. I would love to add more to my Microsoft position. I just need to get a little bit more confirmation above this moving average. For those that are unaware, we haven't really been able to make higher highs above the moving average, since mid 2022. So just want to make sure that you guys are aware. Alrighty. I'm going to leave it at that. I think we've broken at least 10 different stocks for this video. So again, I'm super excited to kick off the new year with all of you guys in our live sessions. I hope that you guys can stay subscribed to the channel. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. I wish you guys nothing but blessings, health, and success for the year of 2023. But remember, you don't need to overcomplicate it. Just like with all these people that we all know that go to the gym and they try to go hard for 1 or 2 weeks and then never go back again. What's the point of starting something if you're not going to finish, right? And I would say the same thing about the stock market. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You don't need to exhaust yourself and try to bite down more than you can chew. Stay patient, stay calculated, be selective, and keep it fun, right? If you could only go to the gym once or twice a week, but before you wouldn't go at all, once or twice a week is progress, right? you don't need to overcomplicate your trading either, right? If you've made a lot of mistakes over trading, let's focus for 2023 to not over trade and to be more selective. Limit yourself on the number of trades you take per week, right? And it's simple steps like that that will implement healthy habits that over a long period of time, you'll look back and be like, wow, I am much better than what I was. And that's all I want for you this year is to be better, not to be perfect. You'll never be perfect, but to be better. And I'm very excited to be working with you guys every single day. So again, friendly reminder, I do trade live every day. I do it exclusively with my Learn Plan Profit group. You do not have to join if you do not feel like you are ready, but obviously, if you're an absolute beginner, we have an A to Z video lesson library. It comes with our daily live trading session. So I trade live. I don't just post my profits, or I don't just post my losses. You get to see it happen in real time. I trade live every morning for about 30 minutes to an hour every day. And then I have a private group chat and then access to the TechBuds HQ. So it's all included. It's a one-time payment. It's lifetime access. And again, it's literally the only thing that I offer. I offer nothing else. I don't sell alerts. I don't do one-on-one mentorships, nothing like that. If you want to stop guessing and you want to start learning and you like the way that I break things down and you think it would be of value for you to add it to your daily routine where you can wake up in the morning right at market open and watch me trade live with the Learn Plan Profit group, let's do it, right? We're running our biggest sale. It's $150 off, and it's the second link in the description down below. So stock market is closed tomorrow in observance to New Year's, right? But the stock market will be open on Tuesday, and I'm excited to kick off the New Year's with you guys for the first trading day. Tomorrow is my birthday, so thank you for all those that have already sent me birthday wishes. I'm getting a little bit older. I'm turning the big 28, so I'm still going to be uploading videos on YouTube, and you know, I'm still going to be available. So if you have any questions, I literally cannot answer any of your questions if you don't reach out. So I'm tired of people being too shy to reach out or to ask questions. This is what I'm here for, right? The reason that I have the following is not because I get the most views, or it's not because I'm the funniest or nothing like that. It's because I try to make myself the most accessible. So send me a direct message, ask your questions, and remember, simple steps that you take today can make a big difference tomorrow, right? So send me a direct message. That's that first link down below via Discord, or if you want to send me a direct message via Instagram, that's that third link down below. Please be aware of a bunch of fake Instagram accounts. There's a bunch of fake YouTube accounts, and there's a bunch of fake accounts everywhere. They will message you through and try to ask you to message them through WhatsApp or Telegram. Those are all fake. I'm verified on Instagram. It's my only Instagram account. I don't manage other people's money. I don't trade Bitcoin, nothing like that. So all of those are fake accounts. Please report them and or send them to me, and I'll have my team take them down. So I offer one thing, and that's my Learn Plan Profit group. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. That's the first or third link down below. And friendly reminder, just a few hours left. If you want to enter our Christmas giveaway for a chance to win this PS5 that you see behind me, today is the last day. So I will be live streaming tomorrow and announcing the giveaway winner. And someone that buys something from shoptechbuds.com for the past week will win this PS5 tomorrow. And again, I will be live streaming to announce the giveaway winner. So again, if you guys want to enter to win this PS5, it's going to be the fourth link in the description down below if you want to learn more about it. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. Hope and wish you guys, again, an amazing new year. But remember, be real with yourself. This is not the year of, this is my year, or setting very false expectations. Just focus on progress. Very simple little progress. This is just 1 year. You have nothing but time to always get better over the year after year after year. But it starts with simple, healthy habits that you implement today, right? Let's not overcomplicate it. So I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green